Morning, welcome back to the channel. $6 million question in Tenerife. $6 million question in Dublin is: do you walk the boardwalk? Because of the fact some people say it's not particularly safe to walk the boardwalk. Okay, let's go and have a look. This is the boardwalk for anyone who's interested. Boardwalk runs down the whole, pretty much the whole length of the Liffey. So as you can see, people do walk along it, there's no question about it. Quite busy, there's quite a few tourists there walking along. Is it safe? Okay, we'll find it when we get to the end. So far I haven't seen anything particularly bad. Now I do, and I have said this before, okay, there's someone who's had a rough night. And there's my favourite view. The Halfpenny Bridge. I'm sure most people know why it's called the Halfpenny Bridge at this stage. It's because you had to pay a halfpenny to cross it back in the day when you were going from the north side to the south side. So as you can see, boardwalk is exactly what it says. It's a boardwalk. Walks the whole length of the Liffey, goes down as far as the docks. But people do tell horror stories about it. Yeah, honestly, it's just like anything. You'll find not just beautiful. You will find undesirables along the length of the bridge. This is actually something I've noticed recently with it, is these little trinkets. People used to lock them onto the bridge, onto the Halfpenny Bridge, but actually doing damage to the bridge. So now we have them doing it here instead. It's kind of cute. So you lock the lock. As you can see, you've got some people's names on them with little love hearts carved in. Where they got them, but they did. And then you throw the keys into the Liffey, symbolising, I suppose, undying love. That's what you want to do. So yeah, I haven't seen anybody trying to get the keys back out again, so I'm assuming it works. So yeah, first impressions of the boardwalk, and this is the first time I've ever walked down it, is it's manky. It's a bit scruffy looking, cigarette butts underneath all the benches, but the benches look reasonably clean. What can we see along the way? There's a couple of decent, there's actually one decent hotel along here which has Irish dancing in it, and it's quite famous for, a lot of them were ex-river dance dancers. So this is one of the spots where the Dublin cruise, the Dublin Liffey cruise goes from, along here. So you get your tickets in the ticket office there, run by the same people who do the Dublin bus sightseeing tour. Now again, we're still early in the morning, it's about 10ish. And Murphy's is a place for breakfast. I actually will do an Irish breakfast, specific Irish breakfast vlog one day. Not today, but I will. This is, there's I think three different companies do this at the moment, and they all seem to cover the same area. Whiskey Museum, yeah. This is similar to the one I did last week. And what they normally do is they do every second one in, so they'll do, one will be in English live commentary, and then they'll do multiple languages on headphones. So this is the Arlington, okay? Celtic Nights. The hotel itself is half decent. Can we have a zoom in there for you? Celtic Nights, as you can see, traditional Irish dancing. Now you get a meal and a show. I think it's about 35 euros or thereabouts, and it's decent. Food's good, and the show is fantastic. And the show is as I say, it's live, and a lot of them are ex Irish dancers from the river dance, and some of them still are in river dance, and just in the off season they do their work here. But yeah, Arlington Hotel, always decent. Staff are lovely. I know that from working in it over the years. So yeah, definitely one to look for. And again, it's smack bang in the middle of the city. You can't go wrong. It's a great location. You have Temple Bar over there across the Liffey. So if you go up to where we were on the Halfpenny Bridge. Cross over, it brings you straight into the middle of Temple Bar. So Temple Bar runs from here, let's go here, the street parallel to that, and runs right the way up as far as you can see the Cream building up there. A little bit beyond that is where Temple Bar actually ends, but I suppose most people see it as this part of it down this end of it. But there's an awful lot to see in and around Temple Bar. You know, the swans and the Liffey at the moment. Now, Abbey Court, again, hostel. If you're looking for somewhere cheap and cheerful, sort of stags and hens, it's a good little spot. It's clean and very popular. And you've got a couple of these little coffee shops scattered along the boardwalk. Let's see what we're looking at for a coffee. Now, it's not a great coffee drinker. I don't know whether that's expensive or not. But it's not a bad little spot to sit and have your coffee and watch the world go by. Okay, so we're down as far as O'Connell Street now. I'm going to stop this here. What can I say? Yeah, it's actually okay. Well, this section of it was. But as I said, anywhere you travel in the world, just keep your eye out, be careful. Keep your hand in your handbag or your wallet or whatever it might be, your phone. Don't go flashing around it, obviously. But yeah, so there's a couple of little spots you can have coffee in, which are quite nice. So I'd recommend you have a look at that. And yeah, just keep your wits about you and be wise. You're in a busy city. You're going to find pickpockets. You're going to find everything else. But all in all, it's quite a nice way to look at the city. It's quite a nice way to see the river as it flows by. So yeah, I give it a look. I'm not going to give it a rating because I haven't walked the whole length of it, and I know there are parts of it that aren't quite as nice as they should be. So just as I said, be aware of that and keep safe. Okay, thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one. Take care.